Hey guys, it's Heather and Milo, and we wanted to tell you guys about our experience with Young Living's Kids Camp at their convention. So, this was my 5th year going to convention, but it was Milo's first year going to convention and our first time doing anything Kids Camp related. Okay, so we didn't really know what to expect when we went, but we're going to tell you a little bit about it. Milo, tell us how old you are.
I am 3rd grade. And I was really excited when we first went. I didn't even know it came with a fanny pack when you register.
So when we register, you get swag, just like regular convention goers do, but you get a different swag. You get Kids Camp swag. So I think the teens get something slightly different, but Kids Camp, they got a t-shirt, they got a stainless steel insulated water bottle.
I can't find those too.
With the Kids Camp logo on it.
Oh, they have a smelly
diffuser bracelet?
Yeah.
All right, show me what else you got. You got this cool fanny pack.
It came with the Thieves Hand Purifier.
And toothpaste.
Wait.
Kid Sense toothpaste.
It smells like, it tastes like
citrus?
Yeah.
Citrus. All right, they also came with 4 oils. So it had Sleepy Eyes. And Genius.
And then it had orange and lavender.
Orange and lavender, but look here, the really cool thing is that this fanny pack is an oil holster.
Yeah.
And it has different pockets that'll hold the oils in it, which I think is pretty cool. So, she has been using it every day since we've been back from convention.
There's just...
It's even got a front pocket on it.
Nothing in this.
So when you register for Kids Camp, it is about, at least last year, it was about $330. So it seems expensive, but when you consider that they watch them from 7 in the morning until 11 or 11:30 at night, and they can come and go as much as you want them to during that time, but they feed them breakfast, lunch, dinner,
and snacks in
2
between.
or 3 snacks in between, and they have pretty healthy options. They also have some gluten-free options, or
They have a little sheet that they print beforehand, so you know what they have.
Yep, they had a schedule that told us what time approximately they'd be eating, what was on the menu for that day. So what kind of foods did they have, Milo?
They had pasta one day. They had a few chips. They
had hummus and vegetables and
then
pita chips.
And then Daddy ate my chips I saved.
It was actually really cool. They were not going hungry.
They had raisin
yogurt covered raisins.
Yeah.
And so when you drop your kids off at Kids Camp, not only do they have such a wide range, but also the kid to adult ratio is very low. So when you drop them off,
5 kids and then 2 adults that are in charge.
And it was usually less than 5 kids. So your kid was assigned a table, and it was one of those
They give you a wristband.
Big round tables. And so you drop your kid off, and they give you a wristband, and you tear the little taggy off the end of the wristband. That's how you come and pick your kid up. But they also take your picture before Kids Camp starts. It makes you feel very official. They're definitely trying to keep hold of everyone and make sure that everyone is being seen and not going missing or anything. So the way it works, you drop your kid off at a table, 2 adults per table, and the kid, there could be as little as 1 kid at the table to 5 kids, and then you're in a large room of a whole bunch of people in that age range. So
they have balloons there. If you get assigned to a table, you can still go to a different table, but when they say it's lunchtime, you've got to go to your table and eat.
Yeah, and they did lots of different crafts, and show them some of your crafts that you did.
I colored this.
They had this little drawstring bag that she got to color, and one day she made an airplane, a model airplane thing out of wood.
But it was too big, so I can't bring it.
It's too big for us to bring it home. And then, what else did you make? A notebook.
Wait, that's upside down.
That's decorated. It's one of those foam covered notebooks. I just felt like it was well worth the money for, number one, the amount of care you're getting, but two, they feed them. Three, the adult to kid ratio. Also, they had activities, they had like playtime, they played tons of games, they had movie nights where they would like get a whole bunch of blankets and pillows and go into this separate room and watch a movie.
Once I fell asleep in there
She fell
watching
asleep.
Dumbo.
They even had a nap room, so like if you, look at this apron
If you
she
get
colored.
so tired,
Yeah, if you get so tired, you go to the nap room.
I forgot about that part.
Because she never went. And they also had 2 adults accompany kids to the bathroom anytime kids had to go to the bathroom. So the age groups were, they take them anywhere from like 6 weeks old up to teenagers. But kids camp and teen camp are a little bit different, so I don't exactly know what they did for teen camp. But she did a lot of cool stuff, and they even had meetings where, or like, guest speakers come. Like this year, the Feather Owl diffuser was released.
This did come with a string around it. It must have fallen off during the plane.
Made a little mask. But every day she came back, and she loved it. And like, I tried to go pick her up so many times. She's like, no, I want to stay. They did a talent show where they put on performances with different, within their little class. So like Milo teamed up with a girl and they sang fight song.
We did we teamed up with Caroline.
She teamed up with Caroline and they did fight song. But anyways, the Feather the Owl diffuser was released this year, and they had like that little owl mascot, and so they like brought it to the kids' rooms. They got to see it and pet it and whatever. And they had guests like Mary Young came and talked to all the kids. Someone else came, was talking like, when you're mad, you don't want to stomp and yell. You want to take a minute and take some deep breaths. And it was talking about using the oil and putting it on your hands and just take some deep breaths. And I thought it was pretty cool. So it was kind of like she was really bummed when it was over. And I was pleasantly surprised by how it went, because I'm a little bit
I made
protective, overprotective, OCD about knowing what my kids are doing at all times. Although they made the sand bracelet, and I was a little bit nervous about leaving her, but she loved it. She did awesome. It was
That's
great.
Rainbow.
That one's Rainbow. So you have anything else that you want to add about Kids Camp? They got their own lanyard. That was pretty cool. But anyways, so next year, Milo will be going back to Kids Camp, and my daughter Lennon will be joining her too. So if you're wanting to go convention, but your spouse can't take off work, or whatever the case is, or maybe you just want to start including your kids into your thing. So the way we did it is the kids can go to Farm Day. You can actually add
That on.
Yeah, you can actually add a Farm Day ticket onto your kids' thing. So Milo went to the farm with me. She went around to a few things with me. I took her to the expo one day, so we got to go around and do some like savvy makeup stuff and all that kind of jazz. So, and I kept and I love, because the kids' camp is very centrally located. So as I was going from workshop to workshop or order pickup or whatever, I would stop by and just like peek in the room and see how they were doing, and ask her like, you good? You want to come to lunch with me, or do you want to stay? What are you gonna say?
It might like have a certain time for the talent show, but it kept changing. So
Yeah. She was very adamant about participating in the talent show, and it did change the time a few times, but
kept changing.
it was cool though.
Yeah.
And you said you had a guy come and show you magic, a magic guy.
Oh yeah, wait. Yes, that was in the game room too.
Yeah, so I think it was a great experience. They'll be doing it again next year. The one thing that was a little bit tricky this year was picking her up on time, because of the general sessions were late at night. Trying to get back on the rail and pick them up in time was a little bit tricky, but their end time was not like set in stone. It's not like they're gonna abandon your kid or not let you bring them back. They kind of had ears going on with general session and knew when it let out and all that stuff. So, and next year it's going to be at the Vivint, so I think it'll be even better, because you're just right there and easier to pick them up and be quick. So, anything else you got to add?
No.
Okay, so we loved Kids Camp. I believe the tickets are sold out already for next year's Kids Camp, but we don't have our tickets yet either, so we'll be buying them. Generally, people will allow them, like people will sell them later on as it gets closer to the day and their plans change or whatever, and you can snag them up. So that's it. We'll talk to you guys later, okay?
Bye.
Bye.